Let's start the session. Please watch it till end. You will learn a lot.
Oh, you are still working or you
I am working actually.
where in which bank or where?
At Deloitte, I'm working.
Oh, Deloitte. Where?
Actually, I'm from Bangalore.
Oh, you are in Bangalore itself. So work
Actually, I'm
from
from, yeah, I'm actually a beta graduate actually.
Oh, that's nice. So be ready with the some maths question for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
Wha-
but I attended the economics paper only.
Oh, no, no, no. That is the issue. That's
Yeah, yeah.
what we are going to talk about. That is the
Mhm.
myth we are going to today clarify everything. I don't know whether people will join or not, but I will try to provide this recording to other people because Rohan also texted me, sir, we have a flight at 9:30, so he might be not attending today. Okay. So let me just give a brief introduction about me. I am right now a PhD scholar from University of Hyderabad. Most probably Jacob would be knowing coming from Kerala. So HU is
Yeah,
known
yeah.
as the JNU for the South India.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and I have also cleared JRF examination for two times. I've been preparing for UPSC as well as Indian Economic Service. I have appeared for Indian Economic Service twice interview last year 2021 and this year 2022 December. So coming from all the experience, getting all the interviews and all this experience, so I thought कि चलो let's make an interactive session and just a kind of experience I want to share you. We don't know what kind of interview would be there and not. Just to make you fearless कि आपको वहाँ करना क्या है. Okay, Amit, hope I am audible, right? Yeah, you are not, but I am audible. Still, you are not audible. Jacob will give the confirmation. His
Yeah,
sound is not
yeah.
coming, right?
No, no, I can't hear Amit actually.
He's this time, I think, some jack or some audio problem. Anyway, it's okay, cool, no problem. So see, if you have pen paper, it's okay. Otherwise, you can watch it later on because recordings you will also get. So there are 2 3 criteria on which basis in any interview you will find. It's not like job interview, it's not like corporate interview, it's not like MNC interview where they will be asking you how much profit you will give, how much salary you want to get, how much clients you want to fix, right? So such things won't be, is to kind of things won't be there. Sorry for that. So first thing is that your communication skill. Communication skill does not mean very good British accent or USA accent English. No, that is the first confusion people have. Here, communication skill means what is your tone, which kind of eye contact you are making. So if like Jacob is asking question to me and my I am replying by looking into eye of Amit, that is not the proper way of communication, right? So if you make proper eye contact, that makes you confident, right? The guy who is asking or who is listening to us is well confident and he is answering us. So first thing is that communication skill. Please stay away from that high quality grammatical English. No, there should be a soft English, means normal English. आपको economics आना चाहिए. You should have a common knowledge of economics. I mean, if they are asking something related to macroeconomics, now it's your duty to reply them in the economics terms, not like in normal terms, right? So we people call like demand, supply, market, theory. Other people at the same time, they don't differ between price and cost, right? So while talking such things, be aware, are you talking cost or are you talking of price, right? So sir, market price, market cost will increase, so our demand will decrease. No, you shouldn't say like this. Market price. These small things they really actually consider while in interview, because you are going to be the researcher. This is the research institute. It is obvious that placement oriented placement we will get, no doubt, but their motto is research. Most of the normal question in interview, it is asked that ki you will continue your PhD, because their half of the PhD scholars have done their masters from the same institute. So it becomes their genuine question ki will you join PhD later on. Accordingly, they will save you 2 years. So their objective is that. Yeah, so coming back to the our interview, actually this procedure, how they will proceed. First thing is communication, and very basic question. First they will ask your background, I mean from where you have done your graduation or engineering, whatever you have done, from which state you come from, or from where you've been staying, or from, I mean, which company you are working or not working, whatsoever you have. The first basic question. The moment you tell this, it is very well known that it is RBI associated institute, right? शायद आप लोगों को पता हो.
Yes,
अमित,
yes.
आई होप यू आर नोन, जैकब ऑल्सो यू नो. तो आरबीआई से इनका टाइप है. सॉरी फॉर द हिंदी. तो
It's fine.
यू शुड बी ऑल्सो अवेयर कि इज देयर एनी काइंड ऑफ policy suggestions, or is recently any monetary policy committee, generally they publish after 2 months na RBI report and all. So recently it came. If it came, then becomes your duty to read it. No need to go back to the older report or the recent report, but becomes your duty, being an aware citizen, you must read that. Yes sir, if they ask, okay, so tell me the RBI recently reported increased or decreased or what's policy rate whatsoever. So this is RBI things you must keep in mind, or even the theoretical questions under which act RBI works, or what is the monetary policy committee, how many members there are. These are basic questions. 3 members in MPC, there are total 6 members, 3 from the government of India and 3 from the RBI including governor. So first thing is that awareness kind of things. Second thing, they will simply ask after the casual talk, sometimes also chit chat, then there can be also some fun kind of things just to keep you relaxed. Interview would be nearly 20 to 25 minutes. In some case I heard ki it could go 30 minutes also, but usually nearly 20 minutes you can expect. Then second thing comes your favorite subject. Earlier it used to be one subject, simply you have to say one subject, but now there is a rise in competition, and with the learning of economics they have also enhanced the options. And in that, yeah, Amit, yeah, now you are audible. Good.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Actually, I joined.
Yeah, good. We'll get the chance to speak. Okay. So after that, in second chance, after the basic introduction, they will simply ask ki, okay Amit or okay Jacob, tell me your subject preference, or which is your favorite subject, or which subject you like so much, or which subject you have studied too much in your graduation. Whatever the nature of question, directly or indirectly, they will hit like this. So there you have to select at least 2 subjects. First, if you say simply suppose that macroeconomics, or if you Jacob say microeconomics, so the another person will be in the board. We don't know the exact figure because in every year there can be 3 member, 4 member, 5 member. It varies year by year, so we cannot say, but minimum 3 to 4 will be there, the professor in the panel. So first, like suppose that Jacob say, sir, I like macroeconomics. The other professor will direct interrupt. Okay, so only macroeconomics. So that time you should not be quiet. So you can also say, no, sir, I am equally good in microeconomics. I also know statistics. I also know econometrics. But I would like to explore, if I am given the chance to study in this institute, I would like to explore myself as a researcher in macroeconomics field. You have to defend. In that, if you have picked any particular subject, so okay, they will say, okay, Jacob or okay, Amit, tell me which section of macroeconomics is really helpful from the perspective of policy makings. They can relate like that because their policy making things are there. So in Indian policy making or USA whatsoever, global or Indian, so one thing you should be very sure, you take any policy, I mean any model, be it Keynesian, be it classical, new Keynesian, whatsoever. So if you take like Keynesian model basically deals with the fiscal policy, and classical model generally is the capitalist in nature, which is predominant in the European as well as the USA, right? So that time you should be very much careful while speaking कि आपने Keynesian बोल दिया, you replied him Keynesian, and you are giving explanation about capitalism. We will promote investment, we will promote private consumption, we will promote private investors, we will boost infrastructure. So that is the conflict of your thought, right? So these are very things. You know Keynesian, you know classicals, but while speaking, nah, so it shows there is no lack of clarity of your thought. So such things should be avoided, right? Third thing is that, yeah, Sakshi, welcome Sakshi. Third thing is that while saying that, you should have rough idea that if any counter questions comes, suppose that somebody said about Keynesian and they praised a lot, but from the other side, professors, I'm side, okay, no problem, carry on, okay, no problem. From the other side, professors directly counter you. That time you can take 2 things. If you are very much confident ki, okay, I shall definitely reply to him, then you reply. If you are not that much confident, you please stay away. Sorry sir, I have not that much idea. I can guess like this, or I have to read about it. I will try my best. After this session, I will go and I will read. Simply you can stay away from this debatable things. No need to argue with them. This could actually change the direction of your whole interview. If you will keep going on the same direction, so they will again keep bombarding the questions. So from there to a kind of harmonious thing, the interview will become more kind of fighting nature, right? So please stay away from this. क्योंकि वो आपका टेम्परामेंट भी चेक कर रहे हैं ना, इज ही रियली पैशनेट अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक और ही इज ऑब्सेस्ड अबाउट दी. Both are different things. One is passion, one is obsession. So don't get obsessed, be passionate. And third thing, generally what happened during our time, I have not that much idea, but last year I asked to your seniors, so he told me, sir, they also give a problem kind of solution. Suppose that you told me, sir, I know ISLM model and whatsoever, so simply they can also give the problem. Simple model they will give, and they will give you 5 minutes. They will be board or pen and paper. If it is online mode, So we are not pretty sure. I don't know how when they will release, either it is online or offline. So they can also give you the solution kind of things, because in my IES interview this time December 22, they gave me, please distinguish this classical region, intermediate region and Keynesian region, where crowding out effect happens and where doesn't happen. So you have to draw the diagram and you have to particular mark that, sir, here this is this range, this is this range. So such kind of model based questions are also asked in IGDR. Suppose that ki Amit or Sakshi told ki, sir, I am good in microeconomics, so there can be a question from microeconomics, from consumer theory, maybe from the producer theory. Question will be basic in nature, will be of graduation level, maybe numerical from oligopoly, because oligopoly is mentioned in most of the MA entrance syllabus, be it CUT, be it IGDIR, be it DSE or whatsoever. So second, this is the third point we are talking. So third thing, you should be very much clear what you are talking. If you are saying microeconomics, so you should have 360-degree idea of microeconomics. No need to go into factual things. They won't ask this theory was developed by whom and when. No. You can simply say, sorry sir, I am unable to recollect. Simple. Them play very simply. Never argue with them. They are not hiring you that you have to act as a diplomat. No. Just play safely. And third thing, the problem with the eco tricks. The problem many times I sound कि सर मुझसे उन्होंने इको ट्रिक्स पूछ लिया, सर मुझसे उन्होंने ये डेरिवेशन पूछ लिया, सर मुझसे उन्होंने हेट्रोसेडास्टिस पूछ लिया, होमो ये उसके सर मुझसे उन्होंने रिग्रेशन पूछ लिया. No. See, first thing is your preference. As I told in the beginning, your preference will be first thing, your subject. Yeah, economics and statistics basic you should know, because it is expected in research ki basic statistics or basic economics you should know, but that will be also according to your choice. Simply they will ask, okay Amit or okay Jacob, tell me what you have studied in economics, because in India it is the hard fact, in India most of the university does not provide economics or econometrics course in graduation, excluding few good institutes or private institutes. That's very true fact, you cannot deny. So they also keep it inclusive. People coming from Bihar, people coming from Odisha, people coming from Jharkhand. In such state university, economics is not there. Even during my time, my graduation time, economics was not there. So they keep it very inclusive. So they give you chance ki what you have studied in economics. So if you say anything, suppose that you said autocorrelation. So simply they would say, okay, tell me what are the tests for the autocorrelation, how you detect autocorrelation, right? So how would you apply in the research? Just basic question. They won't ask derivation. They won't ask write the all assumption of CLRM. They don't ask difference between GLS and OLS. The point you will say them, generally question will be from them. This is the third point. Fourth part come ki sir, there is also kind of small DAF, that is detailed application file, which is also used for the UPSC purpose. But here it is not DAF. It is a kind of information. If any of you are coming from, suppose that Gorakhpur, Varanasi, Delhi, whatsoever, if anything associated with Indian economy, you must be ready with the economic survey, budget and Indian economy. Please note it down. This is must. If any mega project is going on, or if any debatable topic is going on the top on the line of this Indian economy things, so it becomes a matter of debate among them also. They can also have a normal chit chat session. So do you think this I mean Vande Bharat Express, or you have several Sagarmala project, or you have so many schemes was also announced during this budget that you have to look into infrastructure pipeline. So anyone they can pick up if you are associated from that particular area, because there will be a paper, all the details they have already. When you will be applying for the interview, you have to fill the again, and there all details will be there. So simply they can simple questions ask. Amit, if I am not wrong, you are from Varanasi or Gorakhpur?
Gorakhpur.
Gorakhpur. So on the lighter note, so see, Yogi ji is very famous. So on the lighter note, see, they will together laugh and they will just make a fun of them among themselves. काफी वह हल्का माहौल होगा. But on the lighter note, they can ask, so how's economic policy of Yogi Adityanath is going on? Do you agree? Simply they will ask. What would you say? I am not interviewing you. Simply I am telling you, please develop your thought process. That time you cannot be blank, or that time you cannot directly say, yes sir, I support sir, it is very good sir, GDP is increasing sir, employment is increasing. No, until unless you present the fact. If you are saying employment is increasing, then you have to say after the coming of particular government this much employment. No. So you can take the balanced approach. At the same time, you could critically analyze ki sir, these sectors need to be prioritized. These sectors are really doing very good. These sectors are performance this. If possible, please be ready with the data. They don't ask other things because you are coming from that land, so that you should know. It shows the awareness and the curiosity in the research, right? So that could be the things we discussed, that is the apex level they could go. Now I am taking over mic to you people. If any of you have any doubt, please go ahead, and then again we'll add on something. Yeah, please. Yeah, Jacob, Amit, Sakshi, anything, any doubt?
No, I'm fine.
Jacob, you are fine?
Yeah.
No any doubt? I think in 20 minutes I have covered almost everything in 15 minutes. हाँ, या अमित, आप कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं?
Actually, no, sir.
नो, देखिए क्या होता है, द रियलिटी इज दैट योर रिटेन मार्क्स एक्चुअली इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, रिटेन आई डोंट नो, मे बी somebody has 70 or 75 or 65 whatsoever, I don't know actually the marks. Obviously you should have nearly 65 or above, क्योंकि कट ऑफ accordingly it goes. So this will consider only 70%, and next 30%. वन मोर डाउट कि सर ये जो नॉर्मलाइजेशन है, डबल नॉर्मलाइजेशन, generally they follow double normalization. I don't know how they do, but in double normalization sometimes it is also followed. There will be a panel marks, as a panel they will give, and after that it will be cross checked individually. Suppose that out of 30, panel gave you 28 marks, but if they cross check individually, everybody should be near to that. Somebody is giving 5 marks, so he or she should be answerable. Why you have given 5 marks to Sakshi or Jacob? Why? So they do the double normalization, taking individual marks from the team or taking the panel as a whole marks, then they normalize or make the average, and then they publish the marks for the interview. I think double normalization is their task. Our job is to do the good in interview. We should perform very good in the interview. In fact, I would say best. Do your best. Simple. तो वह इंटरव्यू में करना है. Now 2-3 that things should be avoided interview, that I would say, please don't take a risk. If questions they are asking, they ask not to know कि you should know every question. They ask to how long you can answer. In this way you should not keep into trouble. Even if you don't, suppose that you forgot in the exam Taylor rule. Taylor rule is generally used under the monetary policy by RBI, right, to decide the interest rate and inflation, that trade off. Please Amit, turn off your mic. Yeah, so that Taylor rule is used, and in the between of interview, suppose that you forgot, so simply you can just escape away by saying, sir, I have read about it, right now I am unable to recollect, sir, and keep a just a small smile. Don't be have a like a heavy face and all, just a small smile you should have. Sir, I am unable to recollect it, sir, I have studied about it, but sir, right now I am unable to recall, I will read it, sir, after the interview. Okay, simple. Because we are human being, we are not god, we cannot reply everything. Even in the economics, we are not the god of economics. We are going to take admission in masters, so graduation level is enough. We have cleared the entrance exam, right? So that means sufficient knowledge we have. They know this fellow have sufficient knowledge, that's why they are here. And trust me, interview can be a game changer. Suppose that what happened, just you have crossed the cutoff of your written, and whosoever watching the video, just in your head think ki I have just crossed the cutoff. Whatever marks you have, I know you have the higher of that, but in your head you should think like that. And after that you please keep focusing on interview part कि you should maximize the score. आपको स्कोर को काफ़ी ज़्यादा मैक्सिमाइज करना है. हाँ, इस चक्कर में नहीं रहना है, आपको काफ़ी ज़्यादा सीरियस नहीं होना है. यू शुड नॉट बी दैट मच सीरियस कि दिस इज डू एंड डाई सिचुएशन. नो, इफ यू आर गोइंग टू डू दैट, देन डेफिनेटली डाई वुड बी देयर. सो यू शुड फोकस ऑन डू पार्ट. ठीक है, डू एंड डाई नहीं, ओनली डू. तो इतना भी सीरियस नहीं लेना है. इट वुड बी वेरी कैजुअल टॉक. Sir, my marks just above that. Yeah, that's what I know. No need to share. No need to share. Yeah, I know, Sakshi. It's not your case. There are can Amit or Jacob, can someone confirm what is the total number of students they have called for the interview? I didn't see the PDF actually. 100 or something.
I think 175 or something.
For how many total seats this time?
50, I think.
50 for 175. For it's almost 3.5, right?
Yeah.
For one seat 3.5. So see, for near there would be different 19 for 77. Okay, in general. Yeah, got it. So suppose that out of 77 people in general, there is high chance that 20 people have almost near to cutoff marks. There is high chance. We don't know, because in competitive marks you miss by 0.1 marks even. So on the borderline there would be. So please forget about it ki what's their marks or what's our marks. Just forget everything. Keep in your head you have just crossed the cutoff. जस्ट क्रॉस द कट ऑफ, इससे ज्यादा आपको अभी नहीं सोचना है. एंड थैंक गॉड, थैंक अल्लाह, थैंक जीसस, व्हाटसोएवर, कि they allowed you to appear in the interview. And there you have to do the best. Interview will be on the 19th or 20th. And always feel confident. Here confident matters. Why? Ki what you have studied, they ask. That is the beauty of IGDR. I really appreciate this effort. They ask your preference. They even sometimes they ask the topic. If you say microeconomic, okay, which topic? If you say statistics, okay, tell me which topic. Sometimes also they ask. They won't ask randomly any chi-square test, t test, f test. No. If you say, sir, in statistics, I have studied correlation, I have studied regression, I have studied measure of central tendency, I have studied dispersion, few topics generally they give. So from that topic it is asked. And interview is basically a kind of chit chat in nature. Sometimes casual talks also done, sometimes funny moment will be also there, but you should not get swayed away in that. You have to keep stay and calm. ठीक है, आप जोक अगर वो करेंगे तो आपको लाइटली लेना है. दैट शोज योर सीरियसनेस. एंड see, it's very rare that any institute in India, I think very few institute take the interview. Why they take interview? Because that is the holistic judgment. Written exam कोई भी रट के पास कर लेगा, right? Anybody can mug up and just write. Or mug up is nothing but keep practicing is a kind of substitute of mug up what I use. But in interview, that shows the personality. And trust me, once you join the campus with the placement mindset, at the end of 2 years, you will change your mind, because your one room you will give a kind of luxury life. You will think I should stay here for PhD also. Generally it happens. Okay, so we'll do 1-to-1 session. I think after a week, let the date come, and we'll have 5 to 10 minutes 1-to-1 session. And there I will just basically ask, because here I spoke more, you guys did not speak. There you have to speak. So please have a conversation among you people. Even you among yourself make a simple video call and chat. And sometimes 3-4 questions Jacob could ask, few questions Sakshi could ask, few questions Amit could ask. So in this way hesitation will also go. This does not mean if you are a topper you will not have any hesitation. It is true fact. What, Jacob? You work in the company, you can have a better deal for this, right? So hesitation is very usually.
Yeah.
He seems more calm and composed because he has very good work experience. So do you disagree with any of my point if I made it any incorrect point?
No, I totally agree with you.
So if possible, please add value to it. I am also learning. Actually, I am also a student. So add some value so that I could also add to my knowledge.
No, like I think interview is all about being calm.
Yes.
And yeah, I think anyway 70% is
Yes.
already fixed. Then
Yeah, already fixed.
yeah. Also, like Sakshi, like where can we see our marks?
Yeah, Sakshi, reply at least.
Go to dashboard.
Oh, dashboard it is available.
Okay,
Also,
on
like
portal.
also sir, like the interview date is on 19th and 20th. I think
Mhm.
mine is 20th.
Okay, 20th. So I think again this time in online interview, right?
No, it's in person.
Okay,
You have to
offline
go
you
to
have to go.
Mumbai. Yes, yes.
So तो आपको फ्लाइट बुक करवा लेना चाहिए, और ट्रेन व्हाट्सएवर वेयर यू आर गोइंग. एंड डोंट कीप इन दैट माइंड कि मुझे इंटरव्यू के बाद फिर मुंबई घूमना है. पहले इंटरव्यू पे फोकस करें, राइट? इट हैपेंस in obviously in Mumbai you will have lots of friends. What about the result date, when they will publish the result?
They didn't say anything about results actually. Like maybe 2 weeks after.
Okay, 2 weeks. See, last advice from my side, 1 or 2 question. I don't know from the every aspirant they ask or not. It is very usual, yeah. From 170 people, they cannot talk of subject things, right? They cannot always talk economics. There can be some normal talk, there can be some HR kind of interview, there can be some subjective or like thought-provoking interview, right? Obviously. So for that you have to be which kind of ready. See what happens, one general question is there. In my time, when I was just about to finish my interview, at the last moment he asked, suppose that Misra, like Navneet Misra, suppose that Navneet, once you get a chance of become finance minister, okay, in that the interview panel, in the interview they added, already there are so much tax reforms and all are there. So what are the reforms you will suggest for to boost our fiscal policy, or our fiscal challenges are lots of there. So what are the policy measures you will suggest as a finance minister? So similarly, from your side, at least 1 or 2 kind of situational question you have to be very much ready. That time you cannot think in the mind. So that time you will say this, that. No, you cannot say. Or you cannot say, sir, I don't know, I will think. This is your thought process. What you will think instantly, you have to think. This is not subjective. You won't find this answer in any book, right? So you have to be ready made. 2 3 kind of situational questions you should have. Suppose that Amit say or Sakshi say, she would be said ki okay, so you are appointed as a RBI governor. What are the major stock you will take, or what are the policy measures you will suggest for the monetary policy that could really India help to get the good growth rate as well as controlled inflation rate. So it could be there, right? So you should, that time while answering itself, your answer must be supported with the existing theory. That is the problem. When we answer such kind of questions, we answer okay, this theory we will say. But suppose that in fiscal policy, if you suggest sir government that expenditure should be increased, so that time it has to be supported with any theory if possible. I'm not saying always it should be, but if possible, you please add them कि sir the same situation were happened. Like suppose that अभी global crisis चल रही है in the world, so they will some suggest. So you can quote Keynes, you can quote supply side economics, you can quote like Reaganomics, Abenomics. So many things are there. Please read such things. What Abenomics did, what the supply side economics did during the Reaganomics when this prime minister president in the USA happened. So such things, case study you should read. When you quote na, then they will think okay, really these people are very exhaustive in readings. They read, they study case studies, then they come here. So it gives some kind of like confidence. Yes, I have done it well. And from their side, they please never give them chance कि your answer is half. Your answer should be very much balanced, theory as well as practical. That is case study. So keep doing. Don't study कि supply करूँ कब elastic होगा, कब inelastic होगा, average cost, this that. These are basic things. Even if you don't know, there you can say sir here I am sleeping, my mind I am unable to recollect. I will do it. But when thought provoking questions come, there you cannot make escape, right? There you cannot make silly mistakes. तो चलिए फिर one more session we'll have. There all together we'll ask few basic questions so that it could help you the way you answer, the way you approach, and in that I can add value. Suppose that if directly I ask Amit any question, so he may not reply, or Sakshi he may not reply. So I give you few days time, at least 1 week. One more time we will meet. Okay, Jacob, just one more. Not near to interview, between 15-16, so that you don't feel like your interview is just 3 days left and sir is taking classes and all. No, just a kind of like your preparedness, how much you have actually done for the interview session and what is lagging behind, so that on the D-Day you can perform better. Because personality is developed over the time, over the 23 years, 24 years, whatever we have developed, that is the personality. We cannot develop over the night or over the week, right? So, but slight things we can add on. We can change the tone of sound. Many people have a habit of speaking very high pitch as I am speaking, but when I appear for interview, I also use soft tones. You should know which words should be emphasized more. You should also know where you should apologize if you are making any mistake. It is very actually habit, mostly it is found in North Indian peoples, to be very frank. Even I come from North India, but still they are little bit argumentative in nature. While any professors or your counter partner is saying anything, so abruptly you cut the sentence. Such things should be avoided, or calm them. I really, sir, I am sorry for that, sir. I don't know, sir. If sometimes what happens, you have to prove them wrong. Deliberately, they would put some wrong remark. So you can simply say, sir, with due respect, I would disagree with this. Actually, this is true, as far as I know, as far as I have studied. So such kind of small things matter, because if everybody, suppose that there are just 50 seats, and if everybody gave answer for every questions, then how they would select? So these small things makes larger change. Little makes a mickle, बूंद बूंद से घड़ा भरता है. तो स्लाइड थिंग्स इन बिटवीन, कभी मिरर पे प्रैक्टिस कर लिए, कभी गूगल मीट पे, और जस्ट टर्न ऑन योर वीडियो एंड रिकॉर्ड योर सेल्फ, प्रिपेयर फ्यू क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम योर साइड एंड सी. Please don't make mistakes on the basic things. 2-3 subject you should be ready. Whatever you suggested, micro, macro, economics or stat, somebody said, you should have fair idea about all these things. Basic आप mistakes नहीं, you cannot bear the risk. Basics में you cannot make risk. In basics, if microeconomics is simply ask what are the profit maximization condition for monopoly or monopolistic, there you cannot make mistake, right? This is basic. हाँ, you can make mistake कि what is two part tariff system, what is intertemporal choice, there you can make a mistake because it is little advanced level. Got it? So Sakshi, any words from your side? Yeah, I think she is outside. No sir. Yeah, any doubt? If any doubt, you can ask. Thank you to you, thank you for the joining. And one more session from our side, 30 minutes का one session होगा, where 5 to 7 minutes will ask one-to-one personal contact, so that other people can also act as a panel member and everybody can judge themselves. ठीक है Jacob?
Yep, sure.
So hope it was nice session.
Yes, sure,
Chalo,
sure.
we'll meet and keep preparing. All the best for the interview. We'll meet once more.
Yeah, sure.
Chalo. Thank you, Amit. Then any doubt, you can just put in the chat box or you can just ask. We'll wind up the session.
Yes, sir.
हाँ ठीक है, फिर मिलते हैं हम आपसे अगले वीडियो में. गुड नाइट.
Okay.
चलो, टेक केयर, बाय बाय.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू.